Guys, welcome to Hoops Junction, and today I'm gonna bring you my 5 starters for All-Star East and West teams. I'm just giving you 5 starters that I think should be starting for the Eastern and Western conferences, and I'm excited to go through it with you. Let me know what you guys think, and if you disagree, put it in the comments below. I'm open to hear the debate and the discussion, and I want to see what you guys think of my list. Put down your list and we'll see where we agree, where we disagree. Alright, I'm going to start with the East first. Alright, number 1, I'm definitely going to start. One of the best point guards in the East is John Wall. John Wall has been having a really good season. His team is playing pretty good basketball, especially with the injury to Bradley Beal, and they just got him back. But Wall has been up there. He's been top 5 in the assist. He's been carrying his team, leading them in the right way. He's improved his jumper. He's been passing the ball more. So, I have him as my starting point guard. I know TNT and Craig Sager, all TNT and all the fans voted, they wanted Kyrie Irving. But Kyrie Irving has only played like 11 games. So, in that case, what I'm going to say about that is, I understand Wall's frustration when he was saying that he didn't understand why Kyrie was getting the start over him. I understand that fully because it's a popularity vote. But in this case, I feel that the NBA should institute some kind of game minimum, or there should be like an exception rule. Like each team can have one exception. So Kyrie would be an exception to the rule or whatever the case may be. But for my starting point guard, John Wall. All right, for my shooting guard, I'm going to go with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler has been having an incredible season. He's the best player on the Chicago Bulls. I know he normally plays a small forward position, but I can slide him into the shooting guard. I think Jimmy Butler has been an incredibly awesome player. He's improved his game to the max. I mean, just flourishing in that system for Fred Hoiberg, and he completely hates it. So that just shows you how good of a player he is. He hates the system, but he actually plays hard through it. And he's been doing some great things this season. So I got Jimmy Butler as my shooting guard. Small forward, who else? LeBron James, King James. The guy has been on a nice tear these past 8-game winning streak before they lost to the Spurs. Getting a whole bunch of dunks, raising the roof. He's been putting on the show. But, of course, All-Star East, a small forward position, you always got to have LeBron James there. That's a given. That's a given. Power forward, I'm going to go with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis has been having a really good season, averaging 22 points and 10 rebounds a game. I mean, he's been beasting. The only problem is his team sucks, so nobody really sees that. It reminds me of Kevin Garnett on the Timberwolves days. Garnett will have great numbers, but because his team sucked, we never really talked about him in any kind of conversation. Well, I'm not going to do that here. I'm going to call a spade a spade. Anthony Davis, you in there for me, buddy. All right, and then we move on to the center. Andre Drummond. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Andre Drummond. This guy is incredible. He's a monster. You know what I'm saying? 20 and 20. He's had games where he had 30 and 20 rebounds. I mean, the guy's been beasting on the rebound. He leads the league in rebounds. He deserves to be an all-star. He deserves to be a starter. I mean, the guy's game is incredible. So those are my top 5 for the East. John Wall, starting point guard. Jimmy Butler, shooting guard. LeBron James, small forward. Anthony Davis, power forward. And Andre Drummond, center. I'm sorry for all you Canadian fans in Toronto. Hey, man, I don't have DeMar DeRozan as a starter. I don't have Kyle Lowry as a starter. Maybe they'll be the bench, But right now, that's my lineup. My lineup is pretty big for the East, so that's a nice sight to see. Like I don't like really watching like too many small lines. I like to watch like a mixture. I always remember like in the West specifically when Kobe and Kevin Garnett would play with Tim Duncan. I mean, Garnett and Kobe would just always be throwing lobs to each other in the Eastern Conference, Western Conference All-Star game. So I like that. So I'm interested to see how that lineup would play if they were to choose that. So let's move on to the Western Conference. The Western Conference, starting point guard. Who else? Stephen. No, let me get that right. Wardell Stephen Curry II, a.k.a. Babyface Assassin, a.k.a. Young Cheat Code, a.k.a. Video Game Curry, aka Chef Curry, aka I'll be doing my damn thing on the court. Stephen Curry is my starting point guard. That's a no-brainer. Easy as pie right there. Guy's a monster, man. He's been dominating the game. He's making everybody look silly out there. He's scoring ridiculously, scoring way more than he did last year. He's improved his numbers. He's playing better, so no-brainer starting point guard, Stephen Curry. Okay, after that, for my shooting guard, I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, for my shooting guard, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put Russell Westbrook there. Russell Westbrook is actually, and he plays like a shooting guard. He's been playing really well. He's had a couple of triple-doubles. I would say maybe 4 or 5 triple-doubles this season. He's really been playing well. He's been playing awesome. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to let you guys know right now, I'm not a big fan of having 2 players from the same team on the All-Star team starting. So, Kevin Durant, I don't have you up there. I'm so sorry as a starter. I know like most people would have you up there as a starter, but this is my list, so I'm going to do what I want. So, Russell Westbrook, I definitely got you up there as my shooting guard. Small forward, I'm going to go with either way. You can put these guys either position. Kobe Bryant. Of course, Kobe Bryant is going to start for All-Star West. I think it's only right. You know, we send him off on a nice high note. You know, his team sucks. You know, I'm a Lakers fan, so I have the right to say that. Our team sucks, and Kobe tour, you know, is dwindling down. And, you know, it's just nice to send him off on a high note. You know, get to play against all his friends and see all of his peers. So I think that's great. So that's automatic. I mean, Kobe's going to be there automatically. If Kobe wasn't there, then I'll go ahead and put Kevin Durant in there. At the 4 position, I have, it wouldn't be fair, I have Kawhi Leonard playing at the 4 position. My Western Conference lineup is all small. At the 4 position, I have Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard's been beasting. He's been doing everything the right way. He's the claw, man. I mean, he's dunking on people, he's shutting people down. He leads the league in 3-point percentage. So I mean, the kid is amazing, man. He has to be up there. He has to be a starter. Some way, somehow, they got to figure out to fit him in as a starter. He's a starter on my list. And for the center position, I'm gonna go with. This is a toss-up. This is a tough one. I love DeMarcus Cousins. I think DeMarcus Cousins is having a really great season. I'm watching him play some certain games, and he's just been beasting. He's really matured. He's extended his game. He's getting better. But there's a guy, and this breaks my rule of having 2 starters from the same team. But there's a guy. His name is. First name Draymond, last name Green. I mean, he's a beast. He's a beast. He's straight nasty. The way that he carries himself on the court, you would think he had the shooting of a Stephen Curry and the ball handling of a LeBron. He plays with so much flair and intensity and passion. I mean, he plays like he's the best player on the court. When he gets fouled, he's yelling. He's like, "Hey, what?" Like he is the epitome of what you want on your basketball team. He is like a Joakim Noah with skills, Joakim Noah does have skills. Don't get me wrong, but he has way more skill than Joakim Noah, and his motor is high. His level of competition is high. His ferocity is high. I mean, I just love it. And I think where the two differ, what puts me for Draymond Green, leaning more towards him, is the fact that he has all those triple-doubles this season. I mean, he passes the ball, he defends bigger players than him. So, you know, I like Draymond Green, but I kind of always understand if somebody puts DeMarcus Cousins there. But that's my Western Conference lineup. It is Kobe, well, let me start from the top. Stephen Curry, Russell Westbrook, Kobe Bryant, Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green. An all small ball lineup. The ball will be moving like crazy. And if I had to pick who would win between the two, I would be going with the West. I think the West would go ahead and, you know, the Western starters would beat the Eastern starters. But that's just starting. That's not the bench. I'm going to go ahead and get into the bench in another video. But those are my starters. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with my list? Do you disagree with my list? Are you the kind of person that likes the popularity vote? Do you want to see Blake Griffin up there? Did you want to see Chris Paul as your starter? You know what I'm saying? Me personally, the way I do my list, I base it on who's doing good this season. I don't really care about who's popular, who's not popular, all this other crap, because half of the time, the popular guys, they just do the same things over and over again. They don't really bring anything new to the All-Star game. Now that I think about it, the best All-Star games are always like, you know, the ones that like when you saw like Kobe, T-Mac, Garnett, Jason Kidd, like those guys brought like a lot of extra intensity. You know, T-Mac throwing the ball off the rim, off the backboard, or Vince Carter, you know, going crazy, Air Canada status. So, I mean, these new guys, like LeBron, he does his thing. Some of the guys, they do like it's a lot more shooting now. I think there's a lot of dunking, which is like a lot of uncontested dunks. Like there's not like a lot of trying to dunk on people or nothing like that. So there's a lot of just touch and go to the last 3 minutes. So that's why I want to see some new blood in the All-Star game. And that's why I have my starters that way. The West, I have an all small ball lineup. I think that would be pretty sick to see, you know, Kobe, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, and Stephen Curry, and Draymond Green on the court. Or you put DeMarcus Cousins there. And then for the East, like a big lineup, big trucky lineup, LeBron power dribble, John Wall power dribbling, Jimmy Butler. It's all power right there. Anthony Davis, Anthony Davis, Andre Drummond. That's an all power ball lineup, which is power ball lineup. Wish I hit that power ball, but yeah. Anyway, those are my lineups. Let me hear who are your starters, and I'm gonna come back with you guys with an idea of both of my benches. So go ahead and let me know below, comment, and I want to hear from you guys. Vladimir from Hoops Junction, where hoops meets hoopla. Peace.